Are you one of those people that thinks eating whole plant foods is probably a little blasé? I mean, healthy, of course, but satisfying? I don't know about that. In this video, I'm going to talk about why eating whole plant foods is just so damn satisfying. I've been eating a plant-based diet for over 5 years now, and primarily whole foods plant-based for over 3 years now. And so I have a bit of experience in this area, and I wanted to share a little bit with you about why I find it so satisfying to eat whole plant foods. The first thing is probably, honestly, the fact that when I eat these foods, I don't have to take the bad with the good, right? We're so used to, in the food that we eat, at least in the US, especially, most of the foods we eat, we know that we have to take bad with good, right? Well, it's got the protein, but it's also got the saturated fat, and I know that's not good, but it's got the protein. Or I know that, it doesn't have any fiber, but it's got these vitamins and minerals or whatever. There's always this combination of bad and good. And with whole plant foods, it's just nothing but goodness. And I can't tell you how satisfying it is. When you eat a piece of fruit or a vegetable that's just is not loaded with anything unhealthy, just, this beautiful plant food, and it tastes delicious, and you know that this is going into my body and it's doing nothing but good things, is such an incredibly good feeling. So that is the first reason I find it so satisfying. Obviously, the way it makes you feel. Whole plant foods just give you a lot of energy if you eat enough of them, and especially when you do it consistently. And who doesn't want more energy, right? We're busy. We need as much energy as we can get. So that is a big deal, really. And of course, just it helps with your digestion, and it helps it helps a lot of people sleep better and just look better, and it's just it's a fantastic thing. But to feel more energetic every day and have this nice kind of constant even energy is really an incredible thing. So that's one of my favorite things also. For me, I love the amount of food I can eat. I get to eat more food. When you're eating whole plant foods and you're not loading them down with a bunch of fattening stuff like oil and creams and all those sorts of things, cheese and things of that nature. They are basically low-fat foods, and so you can eat a lot more of them. And granted, with nuts and seeds and avocados and olives, which I love all those things and are super healthy, and you should eat a little bit every day, assuming you don't have a health reason why you can't. But if you keep those to a minimum and you focus more on the veggies and the fruit and the whole grains and the legumes, and you basically can just kind of eat as much as you want until you're full. I mean, obviously you don't want to stuff yourself till you're miserable, but I love the fact that I can eat a lot of food. If you like food and you like to eat a lot of food, this is a good way to go. And interestingly, I found cooking to be more enjoyable. I never expected that. That was kind of a surprise. When I used to eat the standard American diet, and I ate my fair share of fish and meat and dairy and eggs and all that stuff. I remember always, and I don't know if you feel this way, but I always remember when it came to time to prepare or cook, meat or fish, it always grossed me out. Like I didn't like handling it. It was greasy, right? And icky. And then you got to wash your hands a zillion times to make sure you're not cross-contaminating things. And that was a pain in the butt. And, the fact that I don't have to do that when I'm eating whole plant foods is so nice. It's just easier and cleaner and, just more fun, I think. So that's another nice benefit, and one, like I said, that I didn't expect. So those are just a few of the things that make eating plants so damn satisfying. And there are many more, of course, but anyway, I would encourage you to get a lot more of these foods into your body every day. They will make you feel more energetic. They will, if you're having health issues, they can help you with those for sure. I'm going to link to a resource below that I always link to because it's a fantastic source of information for just anything nutrition related. It's called nutritionfacts.org. Be sure and check it out. also to help you get more whole plant foods into your body every day and kind of just get you started, I have put together a free guide. It's called Foods for Thriving. It's an 18-page guide actually that you can download, and I'll put the link below for that as well. And I encourage you to check that out because I think it will just be of tremendous help to you. There is food substitution chart, there's easy meal and snack suggestions, there's answers to frequently asked questions, there's a resource list, there's just, and a lot more stuff. So be sure and grab that. Like I said, it's free. So hopefully you'll find that really helpful. If this video has been helpful to you or encouraging, please share it with somebody that you think may need to hear it and spread the goodness. And otherwise, I'll be back soon with more videos, and I hope you'll check those out. I hope you have a great day. Take good care. I'll chat to you soon. Bye-bye.